Hi guys, welcome to CFG Minis, and you've joined me for page 3 of the BAMP 2 Build a Mini project. Now, you're going to need one of your base pages, and with the pocket front and the binding to the left, I want you to flip it over. So you've still got the binding to the left, but you're on the back, working on the back page. This back page is actually going to become the front. Okay, so now put that to one side. Now the first flap we're going to do is you're going to cut. I'm using alternating cardstock for mine. I'm using craft and chocolate. Right, the first one you're going to cut is 8 by 7.5 inches. That's 8 by 7.5. Okay. Now, with the 7.5 edge to the top, you're going to score at 7. Then you're going to fold that over. Now what we want to do is we want to attach this to the top of our pocket. I think that's right. Let me just check the original. Yeah, that's it. You want to attach it to the underside of the top of the pocket like that. So you're going to put score tape. So I think I'll use my red. Right along the edge, keeping it away from the score line. I mean, you can use 1/2 inch tape. I have got some 1/2 inch, but this is stronger. It was red tape. I've run out of score tape, so it's just like this one I'll have to do. Now, what I should have done is tapered my corners, so I'm going to have to do that after I've removed the glue, after I've removed the backing off the tape now. Right, so I'm just going to nip off those corners. And then, same with the binding on my left. I'm then going to attach this. I'm going to flip it round so it's upside down. Then I'm going to attach this to the top of the page. Like that. Okay. Now I want to put a pocket on here. So the next piece you're going to want to cut is 8 by 3. Okay. And then you're going to want to score that. So you want the short edge to the top. And you're going to come in and you're going to score 1/2 inch. Then you're going to fold that over, and this is going to attach to the underside of this pocket here. Okay, so we need to turn it over, and you're going to put tape or glue, whatever you decide you're going to use, to the back side of the flap. Again, once again, just nipping off those corners. My scissors need cleaning. Should have done that before the start of the video, I'm sorry. Right, pull off the tape, and then that, as I say, is going to attach itself to the underside, moving it away from the score line. You want it to be able to close like that. Now, you've seen me do these pockets before, but I've never actually shown you how they close. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my designer paper on here, and then I'll show you how I close my pockets. So what I'm going to do is just grab a piece of paper. Now, just measuring this, and it should be 2 1/4 just. I'm going to cut my paper down to 2 and I think, yeah, 2 3/16. Let's see, so that's 2, that's to there then. Oh, computer's doing something here, I don't want that. And then we know that's 8, so I'm going to cut that down to, well, it's already done, there we go. So I'm now going to attach that to my pocket. First of all, I want to ink the edges. I'm using, well, this is Vintage Photo. Just want to go around, just to take off that white edging. Go. Now I'm going to apply this with glue because I've run out of quite a lot of stuff at the moment. ATG I'm talking about. Right, so I'm just going to run some glue around the edge, and then I'm going to attach that to the flap, the pocket I should say. Line it up. There we go. Now I want to make some little hinges that are going to keep this flap closed. So what you can do, I'm going to think I might make mine out of, well, let's see, yeah, I think I'm going to do it out of chocolate. So I don't want it to come all the way down. So I think that, which is 1 3/4, I'm going to cut that down to, I want it to come over about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to cut it at, actually I'm going to cut it at 1 1/4. No, 1 1/2 I think. That's going to go, yeah, 1 1/2. Then I'm going to get my scoreboards and I'm going to score down the centre. So it's 3/4 inch. Then I'm going to get a punch and I'm going to take off just on one side. And I'm going to fold that over. Now what I want to do is attach that to the base like that, and that will be a hinge. So I'm going to add some score tape to the underside of this flap. Call them flaps, they're not flaps, they're tabs. Right. Then I'm going to line that up, fold it over, find where I want to put it, and then fold it down. Now what you could do if you wanted to, you could put your backing, your designer paper on the back before you put this down, but I'm not going to bother because I'm only going to put designer paper over this part here. I'm not going to run it down the back because that's just wasteful. Right, so then what you want to do is you want to add some tape to the underside of the tab. Now this is how you do all of your pockets that I've shown you in page 1 and in page 2. This is how you do it, and then that folds over like that. Okay, and you do that on both sides, so then when you make your your mats, your photo mats, or your tags, you can make them full length because then they will just slip straight in and you haven't got to cut them down. Okay, right, we've done that one. Now carrying on, and I've shown you how to do that. Carrying on from there, what we want to do now is I want to put a flap at the bottom. So I want you to cut another piece of cardstock. This one is 8 by 9. Okay, 8 by 9. And then you're going to score. It's not going to be as big. The flap isn't going to be as big as this one. So I want you to score at one edge, 1/2 inch. And at the other edge, I want you to, so you're scoring at 1/2 inch, and then you're coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, and then you're going to score again. Oh. So you're scoring at 6.5. So your first score is at 1/2 inch, then at 6.5. Let's flip that over and do that again. Then what you want to do is you want to fold over where you've scored that one. I need to just right, yeah. And then this one is you fold that way. That is going to attach to there, and that is the underside pocket for that. So when you open it up, you've got a pocket there and a pocket there. Your flaps there. Right. Adhesive to the underside. That's it. So we want to attach this to the bottom of our pocket here of our page, attach that down, and then you're going to make this pocket the same as you did with that, covering it and then using the tabs to close the pocket. So that closes up like that, and that folds down like so. Okay, and I can't remember whether or not I put one on that side. No. Right, now you want to flip it over. So now your binding is on the right. Okay, now you need to cut 4 pieces of cardstock at 6.5 by 5. Now I'm going to be using coordinating. Right, so I'm just going to pop that to there. Bring up your scoreboard. Then with the shortest edge to the top, you're going to score at 1/2 inch. If it's easier, do it the other way. I find it easier because I got fat pork sausage fingers, so they get in the way. And you want to do that on all 4 of your pieces of card. Right, when you've done that, I'm going to fold them over and burnish. And then what you're going to do, they are going to attach to the pocket here in like a waterfall. Okay, so you're going to put adhesive on the back. Now before you do this, I recommend that you cover your page with your paper. Before you do this, tab your corners. In fact, I would probably do a decorative, but because I've already taken the sticky off the back, I can't do that. I would do a decorative corner because you're going to be seeing these. So that's going to fold down. I'm going to flip it round and I'm going to attach this top one, and I'm going to come down about 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to attach that to there like that. Now the next one, this is now going to, I'm going to do exactly the same for this one, but this one is going to attach up against that one there. So when that folds down, it will look like that. Okay, so tape again. On the back edge. And then you're going to line it up at the bottom of that tab and stick down. And you're going to repeat that for all 4 of your mats, flaps I should say. Now I've made these so that you can put a 4x6 photograph on these, but you can make them any size you like. Okay, flip it back round, fold over, and then again we're going to attach the bottom. Now I've only done 4, but you could do more. These Timmy Holt scissors are supposed to be stick proof. Right, last one going on. Line up and attach. There we go. And they will all fold down. So you've got enough room on that page to put, I would say, another, what, 3? I might go ahead and do that, but anyway, so that's what you can see. So then when you open them, I mean, that's going to take 8 photos. Okay, right, now the next thing we want to do is we want to put a flap on the underside of here that folds over your waterfall flaps here. So I'm going to use another piece of cardstock. Now this I have cut at 7 by 10. Okay, now to one side, you are now going to want to score let me think. Why have I cut that at 7 by 10? I don't understand why I've cut that at 7 by 10. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that down to 8. I'm cutting that down to, actually I'm going to cut it just to under 8. Right, then what you need to do now with this one, with this 7-inch to the top, you're going to want to come in. I'm going to come in this way and I'm going to score 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to come across and then score at 1/4 inch. So you're scoring from this edge, you're scoring at 1/2 inch and 3/4, because I want to make a little gusset. So what we're going to do, and then you're going to fold over, and then I want to slip that inside my pocket like that. It will go, there we go. So the gusset is there because of how thick these are. Okay, so you want to apply glue or tape to the underside of the pocket of the tab, because if you applied it the other side, you'll stick it to the base and you won't be able to use the flap. Well, you will, but it will keep getting in the way. So it's best if you can stick it to the underside. Now I'm actually going to, I know it's fixing, but I'm actually going to taper just slightly. And I'm going to peel off. I know why I cut that other piece at that length. It was to put a pocket on, but well, it's too late now. Right, in fact, it's probably going to be a better idea if you do this before you put these on, because you see they're quite bulky. So now I'm going to slip that underneath there. Line it up. And stick it down. And then that folds over like that, and it gives you a nice gusset. So there's no strain on your hinge. Okay, there was going to be, I was going to put a pocket on the front of here. Could still do that, I suppose. Yeah, so I'm going to cut a piece at, let's have a look, measure that across there, 6 1/4. So cut this down to 6 1/4, which is there. And I think I'll have a 3-inch pocket, so I'm going to cut that at 3 1/2. And I'm going to score along this edge here at 1/2 inch. There we go. Fold that over. Then I'm going to apply adhesive to the underside. Tab the corners. Move the tape. And then I'm going to attach that to the bottom of that. Whoop. Flap there. And there we have another pocket. Okay guys, right, so flip it over. You've got your flap with your pocket, flap, pocket, plenty of room there for a photo. Closes up, then it will over that way, then you've got your flap with your pocket, opens up, large area for photos, and then we have your waterfall there. As I say, you could add a couple more on there if you wanted to. Okay guys, that's page 3. Now in my original album I did, although I've got 6 pages, I did 2 of each of the pages I've shown you. Now you can either do that, or I can show you how to do 3 more different pages. Okay? If you want me to show you how to do 3 more different pages, then leave a comment on the minis page. Thanks for joining me. See you soon. Bye.